This is ICONSIAM, and above it, Magnolias Waterfront Residences, one of Bangkok's most iconic addresses. Arriving by the river, this is ICONSIAM, Bangkok's landmark destination. And rising above it, Magnolias Waterfront Residences, a residential address defined by location, scale, and long-term relevance. We begin in the semi-closed kitchen, designed to stay visually connected to the living space while keeping daily use practical. The dining island anchors the center of the layout, creating a natural transition between kitchen, dining, and living areas. At this scale, the flow matters more than decoration, and here, the proportions work. From the living room, the space extends naturally onto a sizable balcony. This connection brings in light and airflow and makes the river part of everyday living. From here, you can observe the movement of the Chao Phraya, adding openness and rhythm to the ICONSIAM waterfront setting. Returning to the living room, you get a clear sense of how this residence functions as a complete home. The living area sits at the center of the layout, connecting the kitchen, dining space, balcony, and private rooms into one coherent flow. This is a layout designed for daily living and long-term use, not for short-term staging or visual effect. The total usable area is more than 146 square meters, configured as 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. This scale allows each space to function independently without compromise. The kitchen is fully equipped, including a built-in refrigerator, and integrates naturally with the dining and living areas, making it suitable for everyday use rather than occasional stays. Ceiling height reaches 3 meters, which noticeably improves air volume, light distribution, and overall comfort throughout the main living spaces. Combined with the high floor position, this creates a sense of openness that remains consistent throughout the day. In addition to the internal space, the unit includes 2 fixed car parking lots. This is a significant advantage in this segment, as fixed parking is increasingly limited in luxury developments and directly affects both daily convenience and long-term desirability, especially in landmark projects with sustained demand. This property makes sense because it is a brand-led, landmark-driven asset. Demand here is pulled by the project name and the ICONSIAM ecosystem itself, which is exactly how buyers in the 50 million baht plus range search. These buyers do not browse broadly. They shortlist a small number of recognized addresses and then focus on securing the right unit within them. Foreign freehold quota availability protects liquidity for international buyers, while the high floor position, 3-meter ceilings, and river-oriented outlook keep the residence firmly in the trophy lifestyle category rather than the rental-driven segment. This distinction plays an important role in preserving long-term value. For buyers filtering specifically for top-tier condos for sale in Bangkok, this unit sits comfortably among luxury properties in the over 40 million baht range, with the added advantage of being part of a well-known project that serious buyers actively shortlist, revisit, and compare before making a final decision. We now move on to the luxury facilities of Magnolias Waterfront Residences. The infinity pool is positioned directly facing the river, creating a strong sense of openness and connection to the waterfront. Rather than feeling enclosed, the space stays visually open throughout the day. It's designed for regular use by residents, not just as a visual feature, and reflects the owner-focused positioning of the project. The fitness area is designed for regular, everyday use rather than occasional visits. Equipment is laid out with space and comfort in mind, supporting a consistent routine for residents who live here long-term. The business center is designed for residents who need a quiet, functional space during the day. It supports work, meetings, or focus time without leaving the building, which is especially valuable for long-stay owners and international residents. This kind of facility reflects a residential environment built for daily life, not short-term turnover. Even though the project sits next to ICONSIAM, residents also have access to a private wine bar within the building. It's a relaxed space designed for enjoying time with family or friends, adding a social layer to everyday living without leaving the residence. The multi-purpose room provides a flexible space for residents, with areas for reading, relaxing, or casual activities like a game of pool. It's designed as a comfortable extension of the home rather than a formal shared facility. For families, the project also includes a dedicated kids' playroom designed as a safe, indoor space for everyday use. It allows children to play comfortably within the building while parents enjoy the convenience of a controlled, residential environment. Magnolias Waterfront Residences brings together location, scale, and long-term residential quality within the ICONSIAM ecosystem. From owner-focused facilities to thoughtful layouts and a landmark Riverside setting, this is a project built for people who value how they live, not just where they invest. If you find this kind of real estate insight useful, subscribe to the channel for more in-depth tours and properties that truly make sense. I'll see you in the next property tour.